Wellington Rugby TV, Ross Bond with you, and we've managed to zip out to the airport, get one of our own back in and in the hot seat very quickly. Thomas Waldrom, welcome home, mate.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Arrived touchdown last Friday.
Yeah, Friday morning, so it's not long at all.
Are you the advance party? The rest of the family still on the way, or are they here too?
No, we all came on the same flight, so it was quite nice. My two young boys to have their cousins and stuff like that, and grandparents, so it was quite nice.
Nice. You've been, of course, setting out the house and cleaning and doing all that stuff?
Yep, so yeah, it was quite, because we left a lot of stuff in storage in Christchurch, so we got that shipped up on Saturday, and to be fair, we actually didn't know what was in it. So we had one bed, so we had to borrow some beds off Mum and Dad and get the house sorted. So we've got a table tennis in the main lounge at the moment.
As you should.
And we haven't got enough furniture, but we're waiting on a container to come from England, which will be about another 6 weeks.
Mate, unbelievable. I was doing a bit of research, as I do, as supposedly the host. 8 years you've been away.
Yep.
It just seems like that. Does it seem like that to you?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The season's sort of, because you have rugby over Christmas and New Year's, and you go from 2011, 2012 during the season, where over here you have the season from sort of December to January, and it doesn't go over the time sort of time period. So it has seemed like a long time, but it's nice to be back. Roll
back to the initial, I guess, signing of the deal with Leicester, 2010. Why?
But probably a bit like Brad Shields, you know, when you know you're not going to go anywhere, and you want to play at the highest level, you sort of weigh up your options.
Had you been told that, or did you surmise that?
No, that was my own feeling.
Okay.
I knew I wasn't getting picked for the Junior All Blacks, so and I thought I had a great Super Rugby season, and that's you want to progress every season, and I just thought I wasn't going anywhere, and I wanted to play international rugby, and that was my decision. And Leicester Tigers rang and offered me a contract, and I sort of took it because that's what I wanted to do.
Nice. Leicester won a premiership with them, and you rolled through that into your England debut.
Yep.
Special moment, or did you feel a little bit funny? A little bit, it should have been a black jersey, but I'll wear the white one just in case.
No, not at all. I think sort of reaching my goal was probably one of the nicest things to achieve. I set that out when I first left New Zealand, and to achieve that was a great milestone. And to be fair, I was quite proud to wear it and stuff. So it was a big achievement, part of my rugby career.
You scored 17 tries over that period at Leicester. You carved out a bit of a niche with the old toot toot. Living around and in the environment, they accepted you in?
Yeah, they did actually. I was quite lucky when I went to Leicester. Aaron Major moved out of their house and pretty much left everything in there. So all we had to do was sort of unpack our clothes, and the house was set up. We didn't have to do too much, and I think that's a big help. And so all I had to do was sort of put my boots on, get out and train, and carry on. Yeah, and then the family found their feet as well, and it just somehow just settled. We settled in really quickly, and I was fortunate enough to get some game time real early on. One of the other back rowers got injured, and he was meant to be my competition, and he got injured quite early on. So I sort of had an opportunity to grab that jersey, and I probably did that quite well at the start. Went
from Leicester to Exeter to the Chiefs.
Yep.
And some pretty good times there. another premiership. What was the difference between the two?
Well, as a player, I knew my time was up at the Tigers as well. The coach, we probably weren't seeing eye to eye, and I thought I was still playing really well, and he was keep picking the other number 8, and sort of didn't give me the reasons I wanted to hear, and we just came to a mutual end. We knew that I was going to move on, and then I met Rod Baxter, and it's probably just going to be a bit like Wellington. He had a lot of young guys who just needed a bit of experience to guide the young guys, and the way he was talking, the way they wanted to play rugby was exciting, and I sort of wanted to be part of that, and that's how I sort of ended up down there.
Tell me some of the characters you played with.
Well,
we've only got a short window though.
My whole career?
No, just in England.
Just England. There's a guy, a lock called Brett Deacon. He's and George Shooter, quite old school rugby players. But like my time when I was at Avalon, and we had Jason
Rusty. I knew you were going to go there.
Jason Goble was the enforcer. They used to look after us, and so if anyone wanted to pick on us, he would look after them. It was a bit like that at Tigers when I first turned up. So to have that in the professional area was lovely. Brett Deacon, and that's the thing. When I first turned up to Leicester, it was very old school. They had some big characters like Jono. Martin Johnson was part of the Tigers that
At that time, yeah.
That's big at Tigers. So just the forward play and the mongrel you had to have on a Tuesday morning training and then Tuesday afternoon. It was physical. It was like playing. It was pretty much like playing a game. So that's why that was tough.
Looking at the TV coverage over here now is pretty good. I mean, we could follow you all the way through.
Yep.
Crowds were good, support was good. Talk to me a little bit about the back room. So you hear a lot of stuff about, and money's no object, obviously, but you know, how many do you have in the staff? Do you have 38 coaches you have to talk to, or how do they operate?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So I'll go back to Exeter. So we had Rob Baxter, he was the director of rugby, and he ran our defence. We've got our forwards coach, Rob Hunter, that ran our forwards, and Ali Heifer was our backs coach that sort of ran the attack. And then we've got a skills coach, and then you've sort of got in England there's sort of 3 competitions going at once. So the top teams go in, and then you might have a Anglo-Welsh Cup that the second team go, and you've got A-League on a Monday night as well, and then you've got European. So you do need a big staff of coaches to keep rotating and hearing different voices, because at the end of the day it's a 11-month season, so you do need a lot of people. So we get 4 weeks off a year, and you need a lot of people to sort of run the environment and stuff like that.
Give me 3 highlights of your time. 8 years.
8 years.
I'm putting it on you now. Give me 3 highlights.
I'd say winning the Premiership final with both Leicester and Exeter. I'd say the more special one would be Exeter, because they've only been in the Premiership for 7 years. That's right up there. My English debut was
Came off the bench.
Yeah, it came off the bench at Alice Park. So
not a bad place to come off the bench.
Yeah, and so you always remember that, and it's quite nice when you do quite well when you come on your debut and you make an impact. So that was really nice. Third one, I'd probably say playing European rugby, playing all the top European teams is also really nice, and especially away from home and going to France and Ireland, Wales, the big stadiums and stuff like that. So it's always lovely to go to and play.
What's the standard like?
Sometimes in the winters when it's really cold and stuff like that, it's a grind. Sometimes it just grinds, and you just pull up your jersey, just smash it up, make a metre at a time, and then a couple of months later you can fling it wide to wide. But to be fair, Exeter we had a good style of rugby. In England now they've got they're called Deso pitches, so half artificial, half real. We've got one of those Exeter, and you can actually play more. I don't enjoy the artificial ones,
No.
Poor old Avalon's got one, so I don't know how that's going to go. But it's just the grounds are getting better and stuff like that, and teams want to play expensive rugby, but sometimes the weather depends it as well.
Back into Wellington, signed up for the Lions for the upcoming Mitre 10 Cup.
Yep.
The phone call came, I guess.
Yeah, it was more. Yeah, it was probably me sort of knowing that my wife sort of wanted to come. She wanted to come home because of family reasons, and I understood that because she's followed me around for a long time. So I knew it was the right time to come home and stuff like that. So, and I knew the body was in half decent shape, so that's quite nice. And I sort of wanted to put it out there to Chris Gibbs and say, like, I'm available if you want me. And we had a chat, and it worked out. So it was nice to come back to Wellington, because I think it worked out like 17 years from when I first debuted.
Yeah, 2001.
Yeah.
Amazing. A long time back to those little academy sessions we used to have, mate.
Yes.
Hey, excited about it?
Yeah, I am.
Excited about pulling on the black jersey again?
Yeah, I am actually, because that's the one thing. At least I don't have to do initiations for one. So I've done that a long time ago. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all the other lads have to do it. But yeah, I am. It's a new challenge, and it's nice when you have to challenge yourself as a rugby player. And I know they're going to be a lot younger than me, but it's going to be nice, and I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Club stuff? You going to pull the boots on for the club season? What's left of it, or?
Yeah, well, that's me and Chris are going to sit down and have a chat about it and stuff. I want to have, because the season's so long. I've only hit the final was only a couple of weeks ago, so it'd be quite nice just to have a break for a while and then actually start building up. But if there's a possibility of having a game towards the end of the season, I'll be looking forward to it.
Did you get a chance to see the ABs in action last Saturday night?
Yeah, I did. I was lucky enough to stay awake for it. Yeah, it was quite. Yeah.
What did you think?
They're class, aren't they?
Yeah.
The way they go about their work is phenomenal, and I enjoy watching them play and stuff like that. And some of those young guys are top footy players, and you can see Why?
Mate, what we normally do at the end of these is I ask whoever's sitting in that chair to run through the club picks for the weekend.
Oh, yes.
You and I'll have a stab at it. Mate, I've seen about 2 games, so we'll be good at this.
Oh, nice.
Hutt Old Boys Jubilee Cup round, of course, now Jubilee Cup of 7. So
7.
things have changed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so someone gets a bye, do they?
They do, yeah. I mean, so Tawa's got the bye this week, they could probably go to the beach. Nice weather for it.
Yep.
So Hutt Old Boys and OBU. OBU, mate, have been a bit of a force in Wellington in the last few years. So these guys have come good too, though.
Yeah. Oh.
See, it's hard for you because
Yeah,
you don't know.
I don't
Take
know.
a stab.
I'm
Take
gonna
a stab.
I love the Hutt, so I'm going to Hutt Old Boys.
Righto. MSP North. North won the Swindale Shield, lost 2 games in the first round on a bit of a roll. Bit of a resurgence out in the Porirua Basin. The MSP boys at Evans Bay, they've lost 4 out of 5.
No, we're going to MSP at home.
Righto. Good
Yep,
man.
yep.
Ori's Paniki, Battle of the Polo Ground.
Oh.
Always a special place to play.
The polo ground is special. I'd have to go Oris because it's just home ground advantage.
Righto. Here's an easy one for you. Hardham Cup, Petone Avalon.
Avalon.
Wainui Upper Hutt.
Ooh. I'll go Wainui because I've got more connections there.
Yes, good work. Paraplum Wellington.
I'll go Wellington.
Righto, and Johnsonville's got the bye. Mate, fantastic to have you back.
No, thank you very much.
Look forward to seeing you back out there, and the Wellington side had a pretty good year last year, so you're walking into an environment that's on a bit of a rise. So
Yeah, no.
mate, look forward to seeing you out there. Great to have you back.
Cheers, thank you.
And we'll catch up, sure, in the next few weeks.
I definitely will.
Thomas Waldrom, back in Wellington, arrived on the plane on Friday, rushed into Wellington TV, Wellington Rugby TV, as we just went through. Full round, Jubilee Cup, Hardham Cup this weekend, test match, of course, 7:35 at the stadium. Ross Bond, I'll be back next week.